Please set up for Chewa Word Game. This is level 1. There's something very important about playing Chewa. Notice that these are master's letters, but they are not just there. In Chewa Word Game, your beginning letter matters. The beginning letter decides whether your word is a master letter or a mini letter. For example, if your word begins with any of these master words, it is called any of these master letters, it is called a master word. I repeat, when the words you're forming begins with any of these letters here, it is a master word. But if the words you're forming starts or begins with any of these mini words, mini letters, it is called a mini word. I explain again. If the word you're forming starts with any of these mini smaller letters, it is called a mini word. Now in Chewa, the master's letters carry double score because they are constant and their number is limited, as opposed to these ones that have higher numbers. If your word is a master's word, it attracts double score. But if your word is a mini word, it attracts the normal score. So for you to emerge winner in Chewa, I encourage you to use as many master's words as possible as you can find. I encourage you to form as many master's words as possible. But another strategy is to use mini letters that are many so that you can stop the other person once your words are complete. For Chewa Word Game is people ask, how many times can I use a letter? In Chewa Word Game, apart from the starting letter which are different, for making up the body of your letter, you can use any letter here as many times as possible. Let's say you are forming mom, M-O-M. It is possible, M-O-M. So now you're using M twice. But writing down mom is a master's word because it starts with M here. But have you used the letter twice? Yes. On Chewa, you can use any of the letters as many times as possible. The only letter that you can use once is your starting letter. Now I can also form none, N-O-N, none, or go, G-O. These are master's letters. Now, if all the words you have formed are made up of master's letters, started with master's letters, which means you ended up forming master words. Remember that when most of the times we say 5 words, that's the standard rule for Chewa. Once you form 5 words, you stop. But schools can use Chewa in the way they want. Children can use it, parents can use it in the way they want. We've seen a school that said form 10 words in 2 minutes. It's still Chewa. Chewa is very versatile to use. Now if you form all your words and they are all master's words, during scoring you earn a very high point because your points will become triple, will become times 3 instead of times 2 for the normal master words. Now another very important point is in Chewa, once you agree to a number of words to form, among all the players, whoever gets this number of words will stop the others. For example, normally with the standard, if you form 5 words first, you stop the others, and there's a bonus for the first finisher, and that bonus is +5. So in Chewa, remember we said the fast thinker and the fast writer always wins. Now, another very important point to mention here is, in Chewa, when you form a word that is wrong, and somebody challenges it and that word is wrong, you lose 5 points. So it's -5 to all your points. But let's say there's a challenger and your word happened to be right, the person loses 5 points. And also the highest offense in Chewa is you import an alphabet that is not on the board and you use it to form your word. That word is completely cancelled. So now I'm going to invite a player and we're going to quickly play the level 1. In this first level, we have agreed to form 5 words made up of 2 to 4 letter words. Game starts. Now this, you remember we said whoever finishes stops the other. So there are two players here, and this person got the 5 words agreed and stopped the other player. So in this winner's sheet, you write +5 bonus mark for stopping, and that's it. This person got 2, and these 2 will be checked. These 5 will be calculated. The winner got more. So in checking, MON, more, no, NO, go, GO, L, lot, LOT, tan, TAN. So those are the words. And the other player got none, NUN, none, got, GOT, got. Chewa is a very lovely game and interesting game to play. Sometimes you find out that 10 persons are playing and there's a whole lot of noise in the air, but there's a lot of learning going on, thinking, be disciplined to write very fast. Somebody can take a strategy and say, I just want to spell 2-letter words very fast and stop the others. You can go with the strategy of 3-letter words, or you can even go with longer words. In the scoring, you will understand why. Thank you.